So we're very excited. We've got all the OEM groups lined up waiting for the product. As you can imagine, we're very keen to get it off to them. So yeah, it's that first stage, and then the DFS is obviously the next step.
Hello, you're watching Proactive. I'm joined by Giyani Metals CEO Charles Fitzroy. Charlie, very good to speak with you. You're out with an update on your demo plant in Johannesburg, and you're actually there at the moment. Tell us the latest.
Hi, Stephen. Yes, just down in Johannesburg this week. I've been at the plant earlier this week, and then last 2 days we were doing sort of a beginning of the year strategy session for the team, just making sure we're all aligned for a very exciting year that 2025 is going to be for us. Demonstration plant. We've got a very good announcement out today that we are very much progressing everything. C4 and C5 commissioning in parallel, ongoing now, and we are in that stage to ramping up towards the commercial production. So we're just going through the plant, just getting the ore fed into the various parts of it, and just moving through that in a methodical way. So it's again very much on target for production of battery manganese this quarter.
Take us through the C4 and C5 commissioning and the whole commissioning process, Charlie.
Yes, so C4 and C5 are the final stages of the commissioning process. The commissioning process goes from C1 to C5, and C5 is that end process where we are actually getting the ore, which we have moved from our facility, our asset in Botswana. We've got 100 tons. We've got in our Johannesburg demonstration plant. That is there in bags at various grades. And C5 is when we start putting that ore into the hopper, into the mill, and it starts going through the various parts of the plant to then go at the end will be crystallized into battery grade manganese, and in this instance it's high purity manganese sulfate monohydrate. So the C4 is the stage before that. It's the hot commissioning where we're testing everything on a hot stage, and then the C5 is that's what I said, it's literally going into that production ramp up now. So we've been going through everything, and we're going towards targeting that production this quarter, which we are on track for.
And so once you have those product samples, you'll be providing those to potential off-takers, and this is an integral part, I suppose, of your project financing process.
Yeah, very much. It is one of the key things. So once we get that product out this quarter, it'll be off to off-takers. We've identified a sort of 3-phase process for the off-taker groups. The initial phase is relatively short. It's up to sort of 4 months in length. So after that stage, we'll have a good understanding of which groups are interested, and we'll get some indicative terms underway. So we're very excited. We've got all the OEM groups lined up waiting for the product. As you can imagine, we're very keen to get it off to them. So yeah, it's that first stage, and then the DFS is obviously the next step. And the project financing, discussions are starting now, as you can imagine, and we're getting everything lined up to ensure when that DFS is finalized, we've got majority of the work done, so we can move seamlessly into securing that project financing. But the offtake is a key part of that.
Of course, you have a site visit planned as well at the demo plants, and that's before you head off to Cape Town for the one-to-one meetings as well as the mining Indaba.
Yeah, so we've got a site visit tomorrow at a demonstration plant. We've got a series of 3 different investor groups. We've got about nearly 40 investors coming down to see the demonstration plant. We're really excited about showing them it ahead of the Indaba conference. And the Indaba conference is obviously the very large mining conference in Cape Town in February every year. And we're at the one-to-one conference on the Monday and Tuesday, where we've got, I think, 24 or 26 meetings lined up already, and then the Indaba conference we've got a load more meetings lined up. So it's a fantastic week of investor meetings, meeting with strategics, and also of off-taker groups and OEMs.
Well, I hope you'll keep us posted on progress with those meetings as well as with the demo plant. Thank you very much for the update today.
Brilliant to chat to you, Stephen.
That's Giyani Metals CEO Charles Fitzroy.